Now, a week of mourning has been declared for ANC stalwart Jessie Duarte. Duarte died in the early hours of Sunday morning after battling cancer. She was buried on Sunday afternoon, according to Muslim tradition, but an official memorial will be held for her on Thursday. Our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is following that story and joins me now for more. Good morning, Aviwe. I understand you are at Luthuli House currently. How is the mood there? Because honestly, just hearing them yesterday, they sounded very broken, particularly Pule. He was literally holding back tears. How are they today?
Well, it's a somber mood, Mfundo, ahead of the policy discussion that we're expecting at 10 o'clock. That's, of course, on the arts and culture as well as social cohesion, led by some of the women leaders that have been in the forefront, longest-serving members of the ANC currently. That is, of course, Baleka Lindiwe Sisulu and Lindiwe Zulu. Some of those that will be part of the panelists here at this media dialogue. It is, of course, amid difficult times for the African National Congress, given that they lost the Deputy Secretary General, someone that we as the media interacted with on this very podium that's behind me here at Luthuli House, described as a firm leader. That's Jessie Duarte, of course, passing in the early hours of yesterday, where we saw, of course, the official funeral as well that was held yesterday, and now those preparations for that national memorial service will be, well, they're currently planning them at this very moment. We do understand the NWC, National Working Committee of the African National Congress, is meeting today, and some of those logistics will be delved upon. I do understand as well that there'll be an official media briefing tomorrow that will then give details of the program that we're expecting then for the memorial service of Jessie Duarte. But we do understand, of course, that even provinces are expected to hold their own memorial service, as they've been told to fly the flags at half-mast. This is a lady that's been in a leadership position for a very long time, starting joining the movement itself at the age of 15 up until her dying days at 68. Served in each and every democratic ANC president, well, in the recent years, from the late stalwart Nelson Mandela, former President Thabo Mbeki, former President Jacob Zuma, as well as the current President Cyril Ramaphosa, arguably one of the well, boldest leaders of women in the country at the moment.
No, she honestly gave her life to the African National Congress and the struggle, broadly speaking. But insofar as the media dialogue today, just unpack the policy discussion. What are we expecting to take place today?
Well, we're specifically looking at arts and culture and just generally social cohesion today, ahead of that policy conference of the African National Congress itself. So we're expecting Baleka Lindiwe Sisulu, as well as Lindiwe Zulu, to be part of the panelists here. But of course, difficult time from the African National Congress, and especially for these three women leaders who are very close comrades and personal friends of Jessie Duarte, the late DSG of the movement. So you can also expect a tribute just to share their relationship and what it means to lose such a stalwart as Jessie Duarte, as you see that the number of tributes that have already been pouring in yesterday, especially even today, coming in from the president, from a number of people who have described her as a unifier in the movement. One person that, even though she had to speak against something that she wasn't among of, if the ANC took a decision, she'd stand firm by the decision that would essentially be trying to unify the party. Even some of the sentiments shared by the spokesperson of the ANC yesterday, Pule Mabe, in saying that going into the 2017 elective conference, for example, they supported NDZ, that camp there. And of course, that's lost. Pule Mabe was a spokesperson. He had to speak against decisions, he said, that he wasn't personally fond of, but Jessie Duarte spoke to him and told him that now you're representing the ANC. Whatever you say, it's not for your personal interest, but what you put forward now is what the ANC said. Some of those unifying moments that we've heard of, even from the president, describing him yesterday at the funeral service as one of the unifying figures of the African National Congress, was very vocal when it comes to women's struggles.
A principled woman indeed. We'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much, Aviwe. That's senior reporter Aviwe Mtila out in Luthuli House for us. Time to look at